Chosen one, listen carefully. This message is not for everyone. But if you have been carrying money pressure, worrying about bills, wondering how things will work out, praying for a financial shift, and still trying to keep your faith alive while your situation looks difficult, then this message is for you. God is saying something very clearly today. Your door of wealth has opened. Not because you forced it. Not because people finally decided to help you. Not because the world suddenly became fair. But because God has seen the pressure you have been carrying in silence. He saw the nights you were doing calculations in your mind. He saw the moments you smiled around others while carrying stress nobody knew about. He saw the bills. He saw the delays. He saw the closed doors. He saw the opportunities that almost worked but somehow collapsed. He saw the people who promised support but disappeared when you needed them most. And now God is saying, this pressure will not own you forever. Before I go deeper, write this in the comments. Wealth door is open. Write it if you believe God can make a way where you cannot see one. Write it if you are ready for money pressure to lose its grip over your life. Write it if you believe the same God who carried you through emotional battles can also carry you through financial battles. Because chosen one, what is coming is not just money. It is relief. It is stability. It is provision. It is wisdom. It is a new level of peace. It is God showing you that your struggle was not the final chapter. Type 777 if you believe God is opening a door you could not open by yourself. For a long time, you felt like you were working, trying, praying, planning, and still not seeing the breakthrough you expected. You watched time pass. You watched expenses increase. You watched opportunities delay. You watched people who seemed less prepared move ahead, while you kept wondering why your own door had not opened yet. And because the waiting was so long, the enemy tried to make you believe that God had forgotten your financial situation. But chosen one, God did not forget. He was preparing the door. He was preparing your mind. He was preparing your discipline. He was preparing your ability to carry increase without losing yourself. Because wealth without wisdom can become another trap. Money without maturity can disappear quickly. Increase without discernment can attract the wrong people. A blessing without boundaries can become a burden. So God was not only preparing money for you, He was preparing you for the money. Type God prepare me if you want God to make you ready for what He is opening. Chosen one, this is why your financial pressure has also been a spiritual test. It tested your faith. It tested your patience. It tested your discipline. It tested your character. It tested your ability to keep going when results were slow. It tested your ability to stay honest when shortcuts were available. It tested your ability to keep your heart clean when you felt tired. It tested whether you would still believe when your bank account did not match your prayers. It tested whether you would still obey God when your situation made you want to panic. And you are still here. You may feel tired. You may feel stretched. You may feel like you have been carrying too much. But you are still here. And that means the pressure did not destroy you. It trained you. Type still here if money pressure tried to break you but failed. Now listen closely. The door God is opening may not look like what you expected. It may come through a new idea. It may come through a person. It may come through an opportunity. It may come through a skill you already have but have not fully used. It may come through a message. It may come through a business door. It may come through a client. It may come through a job shift. It may come through a partnership. It may come through something small that grows quickly because God breathes on it. Do not judge the door by its first appearance. Sometimes God sends provision in seed form, and many people miss the miracle because they expected it to arrive fully grown. But chosen one, a seed with God on it can become more powerful than a big opportunity without His hand. Type "I will" recognize the door if you want God to help you see the opportunity when it comes. For some of you, God is not only sending money, He is sending instruction. Because the next level of your life will not only require receiving, it will require managing, it will require planning, it will require saying no, it will require patience, it will require discipline, it will require silence, it will require not telling everyone what is coming, it will require not spending from emotion, it will require not trying to impress people who did not help you during the struggle. This is a season where God is teaching you financial maturity, not just financial breakthrough, because He does not want to give you something that leaks away. He wants to give you something that grows. Type "God, give me wisdom" if you are ready to handle increase the right way. Chosen one, this is important. When the wealth door opens, not everyone should know. Not every person should hear your plans. Not every person should know your numbers. Not every person should know what God is doing financially in your life. Some people can celebrate your pain, but resent your progress. Some people can pray with you during lack, but become uncomfortable when your life improves. Some people only feel close to you when they can look down on your struggle. Some people liked the version of you that needed them. But when God begins increasing you, their heart may reveal something different. So move quietly, build quietly, receive quietly, grow quietly. Let God establish you before people start speaking over what they do not understand. Type "I will" move in silence if you are ready to protect your financial breakthrough. There are people who counted you out because of your current situation. They looked at what you lacked and thought they understood your future. They looked at your delays and thought your dream was dead. They looked at your struggle and thought your value had disappeared. They looked at your quiet season and thought nothing was happening. But God was building something behind the scenes. God was giving you lessons that cannot be bought. God was teaching you the cost of wrong decisions. God was teaching you the value of discipline. God was teaching you how to recognize real support. God was teaching you how to depend on Him when human help failed. And now those lessons are becoming the foundation for your next level. Type "My lessons were not wasted" if you believe God used even the painful season to prepare you. Chosen one, you have to understand this. God can change your financial direction faster than people think. One door, one client, one connection, one idea, one decision, one product, one offer, one opportunity, one yes, one divine instruction, one right person, one shift in your mind, one moment of obedience. That is all it can take for your direction to begin changing. You do not need everyone to believe in you. You need God to breathe on the right thing. You do not need every door open. You need the assigned door open. You do not need a crowd. You need alignment. Type "one" right door if you believe one God-ordained door can shift everything. Now I need to speak to the person who has been feeling ashamed because of money. God does not see you as less valuable because you are under pressure. God does not see you as a failure because you have bills. God does not see you as forgotten because your finances are not where you want them to be. Your current situation is not your identity. Your debt is not your identity. Your delay is not your identity. Your lack is not your identity. Your struggle is not your identity. Your worth is not measured by a number. And your future is not limited to what your current season looks like. God can restore. God can rebuild. God can redirect. God can provide. God can open a door that makes the last season make sense. Type "I am not my struggle" if you refuse to let money pressure define you. Chosen one, some of you have been silently asking God for breathing room. Not even luxury, just breathing room. A moment where the pressure stops chasing you. A moment where your mind can rest. A moment where you can think clearly. A moment where you can make decisions from peace and not panic. A moment where you can take care of your responsibilities without feeling crushed. And God heard that prayer. He heard the prayer you whispered. He heard the prayer you could not explain. He heard the prayer that came out as a sigh. He heard the prayer you prayed while looking at numbers. He heard the prayer you prayed while wondering how long this season would last. And He is answering. Type "God heard me" if you believe heaven heard your silent money prayers. Now, this answer may come with a requirement. God may ask you to release an old pattern. He may ask you to stop delaying. He may ask you to finally use the gift you have been hiding. He may ask you to take action. He may ask you to forgive yourself for past financial mistakes. He may ask you to stop blaming yourself and start building again. He may ask you to stop waiting for perfect confidence. He may ask you to stop telling yourself, "I am not ready." He may ask you to start small. He may ask you to be consistent. He may ask you to stop jumping from one thing to another. He may ask you to focus. Because the wealth door does not only open through prayer. Sometimes it opens through obedience after prayer. Type "I will obey" if you are ready to follow the instruction God gives you. Chosen one, this is where many people miss their breakthrough. They pray for provision, but ignore instruction. They pray for increase, but refuse discipline. They pray for open doors, but keep walking back into old patterns. They pray for financial peace, but keep letting emotion make decisions. They pray for wealth, but keep telling the wrong people every move. They pray for a new season, but keep carrying old habits. But this time, you are not moving like that. This time, you are becoming wiser. This time, you are becoming more focused. This time, you are learning to protect your energy. This time, you are learning to use your time properly. This time, you are learning to recognize distraction. This time, you are learning that God can open the door, but you must walk through it with maturity. Type "This time is different" if you are ready to handle this season differently. The enemy has tried to use money pressure to attack your mind. He tried to make you anxious. He tried to make you desperate. He tried to make you compare. He tried to make you feel behind. He tried to make you feel embarrassed. He tried to make you believe you would never recover. He tried to make you rush into wrong decisions. He tried to make you accept less than what God has for you. He tried to make you forget every time God already carried you before. But chosen one, the enemy does not have the final say. God does. Type "God has the final say" if you believe your financial story is not over. There are doors that people cannot block. There are blessings that jealousy cannot stop. There are opportunities that delay cannot cancel. There are ideas that confusion cannot bury. There are connections that wrong people cannot prevent. There is provision that fear cannot destroy. And there is a financial shift that God can release at the right time with the right instruction. Do not let your current pressure make you forget God's power. Do not let temporary lack make you forget permanent purpose. Do not let one hard season make you believe your whole life will be hard. God is not finished. Type God is not finished if you believe there is more coming for your life. Chosen one, the wealth door opening does not mean every problem disappears instantly. It means movement begins. It means clarity begins. It means the pressure starts losing authority. It means options begin appearing. It means strength returns. It means ideas start flowing. It means the right people start aligning. It means what was stuck begins to move. It means the season of total confusion begins to break. It means you begin to see a path where there was only stress before. And sometimes the first sign of breakthrough is not money in your hand. It is peace in your mind. Type peace is returning if you believe God is calming your heart before the provision appears. Chosen one, you are about to understand why some doors stayed closed. Some doors were not denied. They were delayed. Some doors were not blocked by the enemy. They were blocked by God. Because God knew if that door opened too early, you would have taken the wrong people with you. He knew if that money came too soon, you would have used it to prove yourself instead of build your future. He knew if that opportunity arrived too early, you might have accepted it from fear instead of wisdom. He knew if that increase came before your healing, you might have let old wounds spend it. So he waited, not because he wanted to punish you, but because he wanted to protect the blessing from the unhealed version of you. Type delay was protection if you believe God was protecting what he planned to give you. Now hear this clearly. Do not hate the financial struggle so much that you miss the wisdom it gave you. It showed you who was real. It showed you who only loved your success. It showed you who disappeared when you needed help. It showed you the cost of poor decisions. It showed you the importance of discipline. It showed you where fear was controlling you. It showed you what needed to change. It showed you what you never want to repeat. It showed you how strong you actually are. And now, the wisdom from that season is going to help you carry the next one. Type I learned the lesson if you are ready to move forward with wisdom. Chosen one, God is not opening this door so you can become arrogant. He is opening this door so you can become stable, so you can breathe, so you can provide, so you can build, so you can recover, so you can help the people you are assigned to help, so you can stop living under constant fear, so you can become a testimony of restoration, so you can show that a hard season does not have to be a permanent identity. This is not about showing off. This is about stewardship. This is about freedom. This is about peace. This is about purpose. Type God make me a good steward if you are ready to handle the blessing with maturity. Some of you are going to receive an idea that looks too simple. Do not ignore it. Some of you are going to meet a person who opens a door. Do not dismiss it. Some of you are going to feel pulled back to a skill you abandoned. Do not avoid it. Some of you are going to feel a strong urge to fix your habits. Do not delay it. Some of you are going to receive an opportunity that requires courage. Do not shrink. Some of you are going to need to finally stop overthinking and begin. Do not wait until fear disappears. Move with faith. Type I will begin if you are ready to take the step God is showing you. There is something powerful about a chosen one who stops panicking and starts building. When you panic, confusion grows. When you build, clarity grows. When you panic, fear talks louder. When you build, faith becomes active. When you panic, you chase anything that looks like escape. When you build, you become aligned with your assignment. God is not calling you to panic. God is calling you to prepare. God is not calling you to beg. God is calling you to obey. God is not calling you to compare. God is calling you to focus. Type "I will focus" if you are ready to build with discipline. Chosen one, your financial pressure has been loud, but God's provision is louder. Your fear has been loud, but God's promise is louder. Your delay has been loud, but God's timing is louder. Your closed doors have been loud, but the door God opens will speak louder. People may have judged your situation. People may have doubted your future. People may have thought you were finished. People may have quietly enjoyed watching you struggle. But they do not write your story. God does. Type "God writes my story" if you believe your life is not controlled by people's opinions. Now I want to speak this over your life. May God open the right financial door at the right time. May God give you wisdom before increase arrives. May God give you discipline to manage what He sends. May God remove panic from your decisions. May God remove shame from your heart. May God remove fear from your mind. May God send the right opportunity. May God send the right people. May God give you profitable ideas. May God teach you what to build. May God help you focus. May God help you recover what was lost. May God give you breathing room. May God give you stability. May God give you peace. May God make your financial comeback undeniable. Type "Amen" if you receive this prayer. Chosen one, stop worrying like God has no plan. Stop speaking like your current season is permanent. Stop calling yourself finished when God is still working. Stop letting money pressure convince you that your purpose is dead. Stop letting delay convince you that the door is closed forever. Stop letting fear make decisions for you. Stop letting shame keep you hidden. God is opening a door. God is sending instruction. God is aligning help. God is restoring your confidence. God is giving you wisdom. God is bringing movement. Type "Money pressure is ending" if you believe God is bringing relief into your life. And when the door opens, remember this. Stay humble. Stay quiet. Stay disciplined. Stay prayerful. Stay focused. Do not return to the habits that created old pain. Do not expose the blessing too early. Do not spend to impress people. Do not let guilt make you carry everyone. Do not let excitement make you careless. Do not let old fear make you reject new opportunity. Walk with wisdom. Walk with God. Walk with peace. Type "I will walk with wisdom" if you are ready to protect what God is opening. Chosen one, your door of wealth has opened. The pressure is losing power. The confusion is breaking. The ideas are coming. The right door is moving. The right person is aligning. The right instruction is being released. And the same God who carried you through emotional pain can carry you through financial pressure too. You are not alone in this. You are not forgotten in this. You are not invisible in this. God knows what you need. God knows when you need it. God knows how to send it. Before you leave this video, write this in the comments. Wealth door is open. Write it for the bills you prayed over. Write it for the pressure you carried silently. Write it for the financial fear that is losing its grip. Write it for the door God is opening. Write it for the wisdom you are ready to receive. Write it as a declaration that lack will not define your life forever. Wealth door is open. And if this message reached you at the right time, like this video so another chosen one receives confirmation that God has not forgotten their financial situation. Share it with someone who needs to know that money pressure is not the end of their story. Subscribe to this channel because the next message will reveal the signs that your financial shift has already started. Until then, stay focused, stay wise, stay prayerful, stay disciplined, and remember this: the door is not closed, the pressure is not permanent, the delay was not denial. God is opening your wealth door.